I read comic books and I was the hero of the comic book. I saw movies and I was the hero in the movie. So every dream that I ever dreamed has come true 100 times.
Just a king of rock and roll, king of rock and roll.
Baby, baby, baby. Baby, baby, baby.
Oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah, baby.
The best 2 hours of Elvis.
Blue Suede Connection. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're doing the 1950s today. It's the 50s party, the Elvis 50s party. We hope you're having a good time. And bestlifeonline.com said these are slang words from the 50s that we just don't use anymore. Mm-hmm. Daddy-o. Mm-hmm. You got it made in the shade.
Yeah.
Baby, you are the ginchiest. We're doing this show from our pad here in Winchester.
Yeah.
And there's no ankle biters in here. There's cat scratchers, but no ankle biters, kid.
Yeah.
Backseat bingo. Lovers play that at Lover's Lane. That's all I'll say about that one.
Oh, my.
Beat feet. You got those. You like to dance, baby. Cut the gas. And that does not mean farting. That means shut up. Baby, sometimes you rise my berries.
Whoa, what's that mean?
I don't know. They didn't give a definition for that one.
Oh, let your imagination go.
It gave you a big tickle, which means laugh. Mm-hmm. Classy chassis. That's a compliment to your girl.
Uh-huh. Okay.
You got classy chassis, baby.
Okay.
Word from the bird. That means they're assuring that it is true.
Oh, that's funny.
And if you give somebody a knuckle sandwich, that might hurt a little bit.
Ooh.
Last one, that's me. I'm a cat. I'm a hip person. Mm-hmm. There you go. 50s lingo, you just don't hear anymore. But you do hear it here on what show, baby?
Blue Suede Connection.
And this music is just still so alive.
It is, yeah.
Elvis is just timeless. You know, we are doing 50s today, and he gets boxed into that. He's a 50s guy. We're not going to play him on oldies radio anymore because we only do 60s and 70s. That stuff is just music.
Yeah.
It's timeless. It should be played today, and that's why we are determined to keep Blue Suede Connection out there and keep playing this great music.
Right, yep.
It deserves it. Elvis deserves it. All right, now I'll get off my high horse here. Hollywood icons, the top dogs and gals of the Hollywood era of the 50s. Okay. Let's go with the ladies first. Here's who was really big throughout that decade. Marilyn Monroe, Susan Hayward, Doris Day,
love her,
Natalie Wood, Kim Novak, Sophia Loren, Grace Kelly,
love it,
Liz Taylor, Audrey Hepburn, and Shirley MacLaine. They were the big ones.
Oh, that's lovely.
Now, in the fellas category, one we really like, Jimmy Stewart, or James Stewart, the Duke, John Wayne, Marlon Brando, Clark Gable, Gary Cooper, William Holden, Jack Lemmon, Jerry Lewis, James Dean, Old Blue Eyes, Frank Sinatra, and of course Dino. They were big movie stars. And a little cat was just coming onto the scene named Elvis Presley. He makes that list too. That came from ranker.com. Lots of folks tell me they like to escape to Mayberry once in a while. Well, we Mayberryans like to escape to Blue Suede Connection. That's where we like to rock and roll. Everybody has seen the famous dance sequence from Jailhouse Rock when he sings that song.
Right.
All right, when the movie was being put together, this was all planned, and Elvis tried it, and it didn't work. They wanted him to dance like Fred Astaire and just grace himself around, and Elvis said, man, I can't do that. That's not me.
Yeah.
So some of the guys, the choreographers, looked at Elvis and said, well, what do you do on stage?
Yeah, show us what you do.
So he grabbed his guitar and started singing Jailhouse Rock, Blue Suede Shoes, whatever, and showed him his moves and what he did.
Right.
So he sat down with them after that, and they said, well, why don't we do this here, do that there? And Elvis helped choreograph that dance sequence.
Exactly.
So that actually, we always say before anybody did anything, Elvis did everything. Well, Elvis actually may have done the first rock and roll video.
Absolutely. And in fact, I remember as an early teen when MTV first started, that was what they would show all the time.
Absolutely.
All right, rock and rollers. Call Blue Suede Connection anytime and leave Dan&TL a message. That's your direct line to Coolsville, baby.
Call us at 540-227-0514.
You know, you've heard Elvis say in interviews in the past about the beginning.
Right.
And he said everything happened so fast.
Yeah.
And you think about this. for a young kid, you're basically 20 years old, right? I think 20,
He's
21.
19.
19, yeah.
Yeah.
Very young kid. You're shy to begin with. Mm-hmm. You know, you're not real good with the girls because you're a little shy, but suddenly, out of nowhere, girls are screaming for you. Then you have people calling you names, insulting you. You're not talented. You can't sing. You can't play guitar. You're terrible. You're a disgrace to this country.
Yeah.
Then you have the money just coming at you like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
The fame, and everybody knows you. People are taking your pictures every day and putting you on magazines. All this happening to this young 19-year-old shy kid. Mm-hmm. And, you know, people say, well, he shouldn't have done this. He shouldn't have done that. I don't know anybody that could have handled it any better than he did in the beginning.
And the truth is nobody had really had his kind of fame
Right.
before. And in fact, most of the icons of today that are like Elton John or, you know, of the 70s,
Yeah.
they say they took a lot of their tips from Elvis because Elvis did it first.
Yeah,
how to handle these things.
He was the first. He was the first real rock and roll star.
Yeah.
And like I said, you know, that was a lot thrown at a 19-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And I think he did okay. All right, you've got a great list coming up in a little bit about great inventions in the 1950s.
Cool, can't wait.
But another thing that was created in the 50s, it pretty much started back then, is your favorite thing, fast food.
That's not my
I know.
favorite thing. I hate fast food.
I was making us silly. Anyway, Ray Kroc, we know, started McDonald's in the 1950s.
Yeah, I heard that.
But here's some other ones. Fast food restaurants that were born in the 50s, and most of these are actually still around today. Dunkin' Donuts started in 1950 in Quincy, Massachusetts.
I like their coffee.
That's one of my favorites. Church's Fried Chicken began in San Antonio, Texas in 1952.
Yeah.
What we now know as KFC was once called Kentucky Fried Chicken. That started in Salt Lake City, Utah in 1952.
Wow.
Now here's a place that's not so bad. Denny's in Lakewood, California, 1953.
Wow.
The Burger King began happening in 1953 in Jacksonville, Florida. Sonic Drive-In, we see those everywhere, 1953, Shawnee, Oklahoma. Taco Bell, 1954, San Bernardino. And the Pizza Hut happened in Wichita, Kansas in 1958. And we see those
my
red
Lord.
roofs everywhere, don't
I'm
we?
getting indigestion just hearing
I
about
know, but it's good stuff. You know, on our cheat
It's
days.
not good stuff.
Oh, yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Oh, a good old juicy fried burger. I love it. I love it. You have a list of things that were invented in the 1950s. I share the fast food. You share the
Right.
important stuff.
All right, so this comes from stardom.com, top inventions of the 1950s. We'll start in 1950 with the credit card. Oh, yay. We could all get in debt by 1950 for the diner's card.
Now, that was the first one, diners?
Yeah, the
Okay.
diner's card. 1951, super glue. Oh, and power steering. That's a plus.
I like that one.
1952, Mr. Potato Head. Oh, funny. Barcodes for shopping. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
1953, the transistor radio. Yay.
Cool, all right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. 54, the nonstick Teflon pan.
Ladies loved those, didn't they? The moms of the day?
I guess they did. 55, optic fiber was invented. 1956, first computer hard disk.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
okay.
really?
Computers back
Also
then.
in 56, this is kind of cool. They used to call it Mistake Out. Do you know what it was?
Mistake out.
Mistake Out, later named liquid paper.
Oh, the white stuff you put on. Okay.
That's kind of
all right.
cool. I didn't know it was called Mistake Out. Oh, in 1957, computer language was formed called Fortran.
Okay.
I don't know anything about that, but I'm assuming it's software issues. 1958, the computer modem was created, as well as the hula hoop.
Hula hoop. all
Kids
right.
everywhere celebrated
I always
that.
thought hula hoop was the 60s. I didn't know that.
No, 1958. Close.
I did not know that. Hi-yo.
So 1959. Now this is saving lives to this day. Pacemaker.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
1959. Pretty cool.
Interesting stuff right there.
I have a few guilty pleasures in life. A good Texas steak, Sunday football, and of course the greatest pleasure in the world, cooking with propane and listening to Blue Suede Connection.
Hey TL, I hear people are making the connection.
That's the rumor.
But in case you've been living on Mars,
Or vacationing in Venus.
we've got a show for you.
It's 2 hours of Elvis and fun.
So join the party.
Make the connection.
The Blue Suede Connection, that is.
Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And hit that notification bell.
We are your Blue Suede Connection.